Hi, I'm Victoria Gallagher from HipTalk.com. Law of attraction and keeping your word, or being meticulous with your word. What is your word? Your word is everything that you think or you say out loud. For example, if you say to yourself, I'm going to work out today, you've basically made an agreement with yourself, with your subconscious mind, that you're going to work out today. If you don't work out today, then you've broken that agreement and you've broken your word with yourself. So your word also has a lot to do with your words that you speak to other people, using the word to speak poorly about another person. What this does is it gets you into a situation where if you're judging other people, what you're doing is you're basically saying in some way that I'm better than that person, so therefore I have the right to judge them. Or it could also be the reverse. I'm not as good as that person. So you're constantly having this little comparison. Oh, this person's prettier than me or better looking than me, or I'm better looking than that person, or this person makes more money than me, or I make more money than that person. And so you're constantly measuring your self-worth against somebody else. And really the only way that you gain true self-worth is within yourself, how you feel about yourself compared to yourself, not anything else outside of you. So it's a good idea when you're practicing law of attraction and you're wanting to attract things to you, to be meticulous about your word about the things that you say about other people, as well as the agreements that you make with yourself and with other people. If you tell a person that you're going to be someplace at, say, 2 o'clock, and you end up showing up somewhere in the neighborhood of 2:15 or 2:30, all right, first of all, you've let that person down. Second of all, you've let yourself down even though you don't realize it at the time. But what's happening is every time you say something, there's a recording device like in your subconscious mind. And that recording device, it keeps a record of everything that you say. And of course, there is a part of you that knows down deep inside, I said I was going to do X, and I did this other thing instead, even if it was I showed up 15 minutes late or a half an hour late. And what that basically tells the subconscious mind is that it's okay to break your word and that your word doesn't really mean anything. So this chips away at your self-confidence as well as your self-esteem. And so when it comes to trying to attract things into your life and you say to yourself, I'm going to attract X amount of dollars to come into my life in the next 30 days, it's using that same area of your mind where you continually and consistently break your word with yourself and with other people. And so how is your subconscious mind really going to take anything that you say seriously and actually put those things into effect? So keeping your word really has a huge impact on your ability to make the law of attraction work for you. If you want to make the law of attraction work for you, get in a habit of every day putting yourself into a situation where you're making an agreement, because then you could play the game, oh, I'm not going to make any agreements about anything. And then you are not going to be able to create the things that you want because you're not willing to commit. And so you don't get to be let off the hook that if you know that you have a problem with keeping your agreements, you don't get to just say, I'm not going to make any agreements, because that's not going to work either. What you need to do is firmly commit to things and actually see those things come to fruition. I want you to do 2 things today. I want you to write down the 5 things that you are going to get done today. And I don't care what they are. I don't care if they're big or small. I don't care if it's go for a walk for 15 minutes or make a pot of coffee for yourself. I want you to write them down, and I want you to check off each thing that you get done. And when you do that, when you complete that, because I know that you're going to write down things that are achievable for you to do, you are going to feel a sense of self-confidence come over you over just checking off the 5 things that you wrote down on your to-do list. Then tomorrow, write down 6 things and get into a place where you write down 10 things that are a little bit more meaningful than making a cup of coffee. Write the 10 things that you're going to get done in a day. Try to make them balanced so you don't just be stuck in work-related things or one segment of your life. Write down that you're going to meditate if that's something that you want to do every day. Write down that you're going to spend X amount of time with your friend or family or significant other or your child. Write down the things that you're going to get done toward your goals in your business or in your work or something even physically related. Write down how many glasses of water you're going to drink today or what you're going to make for dinner or go grocery shopping. Just write those things down. Those are the types of things that you should just make a list each and every day and get in the habit of actually sticking to that agreement. You're going to find that the more you do that, what's going to happen is you're going to build more self-confidence. You're going to know that you can get through more and more things on your list each time that you do that. And that is one of the biggest keys to building self-confidence. And self-confidence and you keeping your word and agreements with people is so important when it comes to the law of attraction and attracting the things to you that you want. Even if you don't necessarily believe in the law of attraction on an esoteric level or the energy vibration and all of that, this is practical information that I'm giving to you. And also be aware of those things that you're saying toward other people where basically you are comparing yourself to other people and comparing your self-worth. Stop judging. Stop putting other people down or talking negatively about somebody. Whenever you're talking negatively about somebody else, you can always rest assured that whatever it is that you're thinking about that other person has something to do with you. And so you're just reinforcing bad feelings that you already feel about yourself when you're thinking bad things about other people. So this is all about your word and building up your self-confidence and your self-esteem so that you can make the law of attraction work for you. I'm Victoria Gallagher from HipTalk.com. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.